I am drowning in guilt for what I did. I was a surrogate for my best friend, and I have been sleeping with her husband for more than 6 months now. What do I do? Hey! I will start with hey! Hi, guys. My name is Amanda Oruh, your host for Daring and Unfiltered. Episode 3. We are growing. Episode 3. Wow. If you remember correctly, I said to you that on this podcast, we will be talking about everything and anything: relationship, family, friendship, women's development, women empowerment, gender equality, gender equity, feminism, finance, education, everything, conversations basically on everything, right? I will share my opinion and you will also share your opinion with me. That is the whole idea of this podcast, where we would say things the way they are. No sugarcoating it, no trying to kiss ass or lick ass. We will be true and honest as much as we can. And I will do the same as well. This week, there's a hot gist that I saw on on X. And you know that I'm always here to talk about these things because it might sound unoriginal or it might sound like a lie, like a script, but these things actually happen. Humans are flawed, are highly flawed. Humans are crazy, There's no black or white. It's gray, yellow, blue, purple, in between. And sometimes, or most times, we do things that are ridiculously crazy, unheard of. And when we look back, we're like, what? Did I actually do that? Yes, you did. Yes, you did, sis. Yes, you did, bro. It is so crazy, the things that we do as human beings on earth. I think at the end of the day, when God is about to judge, he would have such a swell time because the craziness that we are as human beings, unmatched. Anyway, now to the story. This is from this gist. This gist is from a handle on X. I call it Twitter still. How about you? Just to call it Twitter. I call it Twitter. X does not. It hasn't stayed in my mouth. Anyway, this is from a handle on X. A handle on X. It's she's called The Real Math. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna read the story, share my opinion, and await your opinion on this matter. Let's hear it. I was a surrogate for my best friend's husband. They had been trying for years and couldn't conceive. $15,000, all legal through an agency. I did it out of love for her. She's been my ride or die since college. Carried their son, delivered healthy, thought that was the end. 6 months later, my best friend was distant. Postpartum depression, she said. Her husband started texting me more, just checking on you after everything. Late night vents about how stressed she was, how grateful he was for what I did. It felt innocent at first, then flirty. My own marriage was trash. Dead bedroom for over a year. Constant fights, feeling invincible. One night, their baby got sick. I went over to help while she was out. We talked for hours, emotions high. We kissed. Then more. It wasn't just once. It happened again and again. The sex was intense, the kind I hadn't had in years. He said being around me during the pregnancy woke something in him. I felt desired, alive, guilty as hell, but addicted. We would sneak moments would sneak moments while she was at work or appointments. $15,000 was supposed to help them feel less guilty. Instead, I was destroying them from inside. My best friend found out, not from a clean confession, from catching a flirty text notification on his phone, then digging. She confronted me, screaming, crying, calling me a backstabbing whore who used the surrogacy to steal her family. She cut me off completely, blocked everywhere, told our whole circle what I did. Her husband wants to leave her, says their marriage was already dying, and I gave him hope again. Plus, I carried his son. He's offering to help me leave my dead marriage, co-parent openly, even more financial support. I am drowning in guilt, but part of me wants it. The baby I carried feels like mine now. I betrayed my best friend in the worst possible way, destroyed her trust, her marriage, our friendship, all while she thought I was her hero for giving them a child. The money feels dirty now. The sex feels like a drug I can't quit. My husband suspects something. Our fights are nuclear. I'm lying constantly, sneaking around and questioning everything. One decision for $15,000 turned into a complete shit show. A secret affair with the intended father, a broken best friendship, two marriages on the rocks, and a baby in the middle. Would you get involved with the intended parent after surrogacy, especially your best friend's husband? Is the money and chemistry worth destroying everyone? Or am I just a selfish home wrecker? Anonymous. Math. Hmm. Look at the question again. Let me read out the questions again. Would you get involved with the intended parent after surrogacy, especially your best friend's husband? Is the money and chemistry worth destroying everyone? Or am I just a selfish homewrecker? First and foremost, my thought. You're not a homewrecker. You're not a homewrecker. Because I think that for any home to be wrecked, for any marriage, relationship to be wrecked, it is the person who stepped out. It is the person who made the decision to cheat on their partner. The other person out there is guilty, quite all right, but I do not think that the bulk of the problem lies on the woman or the man, as the case may be. So on facing this particular story, I would say the home wrecker is the man, the husband, who decided to step out of his marriage, right? I am not saying, listen, I am not saying she's not wrong. She's absolutely wrong. Absolutely wrong, okay? But I will give the bulk of the problem of the blame to the man. You shouldn't have stepped out of your home, regardless of what the problem is. The woman, this best friend, this so-called best friend, shouldn't have betrayed her friend the way she did. She could have said no and stood on her no. All right? One can say, oh, but pregnancy can come with hormones and blah, blah, blah. Self-control as a human being is very important. I don't care what you're going through. Self-control is very important. Yes, you were a surrogate for your best friend's baby and her husband, right? You did that for them because you loved your best friend and you wanted to help them, right? And they paid you $15,000 so that you could do this for them. And they paid you because they didn't want to make you feel like they were just using you, right? So now you carried this baby, birthed this baby, and few months down the line, you guys started talking, you and your best friend's husband. You should have nipped that rubbish in the bud. Like, nope. Conversations you do not want to have, don't have them. Don't pamper things you don't want to have in your life. Don't engage in things that you know outrightly are wrong. Do you get what I mean? So you encourage that conversation, the flirtiness, or the I was just checking on you, blah 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 blah. Things are very clear. As a woman, you know when a man wants to sleep with you. It's so obvious. You know when a man wants to sleep with you. You know when a man's intention is just sex. It is so obvious. Even the ones that claim that they love you, they want to be with you, blah blah blah, it is still sex. That is the majority. That is the major thing that straight men want in a woman. That is all. I've seen videos that people have made on TikTok, and I agree with those videos. Most part of a man's desire for a woman is just sex. And that is why I tell women, guard your body like your life depends on it. Don't just give your body to any Dick, Tom and Harry. Because what you carry is so important. The energy you carry, the value you carry inside, they know. That's why they want to come in and take and suck and drain your energy. That aside. You're also married, my dear sister. You're also married. You're married. Your home is not in the best condition at the moment. You and your husband are going through whatever you're going through. You feel dead. You feel invisible. You feel unloved. Blah 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 blah. That does not give you room to cheat on your husband. Your best friend's husband who says the wife is going through postpartum depression, she's blah 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 blah, it doesn't still give him the room or the right to do what he did. The two of you betrayed your friend in the worst possible way. There is no other way to say it. And you saying, am I just a selfish homemaker? Yes, you're selfish. I know that humans naturally, we're inherently selfish, I know, but the ability to control this horrible desires, this bad desires is very, very important, right? Your friend found out from your conversations that you guys are having, and I'm sure she might have felt so horrible, asked herself questions like, what did I do wrong? How can my best friend do this to me? Am I that bad of a person? I thought she loved me, but we paid her. What's the problem? Blah blah blah, asking herself questions to justify what has happened, and making her second guess herself. It's a lot. It's a whole lot. Yes, the sex is fantastic, like she said in the message. The sex is wonderful. A lot of women are digmatized. Yeah, that's the word. They are digmatized, and they don't see clearly. They are stupid. They become so miserable, even to themselves. Because I don't care how good a sex is. I don't care how good the money is. I feel like there's some lines you don't cross. I feel like there's some things you don't do. There's some boundaries you don't cross, right? And constantly sleeping with your best friend's husband and enjoying the sex, the chemistry, and even to the point he's telling you he's willing to leave his marriage for you. When a man tells you that shit, run. What? He's willing to leave his marriage for you, and you believe him, and you think in your heart of hearts that is okay, that he would leave his wife for you, and then what happens? Do you get what I mean? Like, are you that stupid? Now, the sex is good. He's saying he wants to leave his marriage for you. You've woken something up in him. He feels alive. He feels good. You too, you feel alive. You feel loved. You feel seen. You feel, he's enamored by you. Whatever, yada, 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 yada. And you guys are just wrecking friendship of years, marriages. Your marriage, her marriage, his marriage. And now there's a child in between. Like, I don't understand it. It's so crazy. See, my conclusion to this matter, I'm not going to speak too much on this podcast today. My conclusion of this matter is that you are a selfish woman, you are a bad friend, and you should go apologize to your friend. I'm not saying that the apology will mend anything. I'm not saying the apology would restore your friendship. Nope. But I'm just saying take accountability for what you've done, you and that man. Apologize to her. Yes, the marriage might come to an end, which is rightly so. Hers and yours will come to an end. But I think when you wrong somebody to this extent, like, own it, take responsibility. Yes, go to her and say, I betrayed you, I hurt you, I broke you, I destroyed your home. I take full responsibility for my action. I am sorry. It happened this way, that way, that way, but regardless, I had no right to do this to you. If the man is also sensible, he should apologize to her, right? And then everybody go their separate ways. And if at the end of the day you two want to become a couple, like he says, that's on you, that's on him. I really don't care, right? I'm sure that the woman will still keep hurting for a while, for years, but with time she'll be fine, and she might meet somebody else who would love her, or just remain single for all she cares, and raise her baby. But it's just a crazy situation that we find ourselves in this world. But we need to be careful the kind of things we do to people that we claim we love, right? We need to be careful how we treat them, how we honor our friendships and honor relationships, right? And marriage is such a big thing. And if you're not ready for it as a man or woman, I don't think you should go into it. Don't even venture into it in the first place. Marriage is, I know it's not a do or die thing. People love, and people end up not wanting to be together again. It happens. It's normal, right? But we shouldn't go out of our way to hurt people intentionally. We shouldn't go out of our way to damage things, all because our flesh is just greedy and selfish and just wants these things. Self-control is very important, and it's just really sad that this friendship has come to an end and the marriage is over. I don't know how they're going to resolve this, but I think that she should go apologize to her friend, and whatever happens from there, yeah. So let me know, what do you think? What do you think about the story? What would you do as the best friend? What would you do as the surrogate? What would you do as the husband? What would you do as the surrogate husband? Because he also he knows that their marriage is shaky. It's not, marriage is shaky and not the way it used to be. I'm sure he's also like, what's the word now, suspecting his wife, but maybe he doesn't have his proof yet. But the other person, the other couple, she's realized that her husband is sleeping with her best friend, and that's mind crippling, that's heartbreaking, that's disheartening, that's everything you can think of, right? So now her husband, the other person's, the best friend's, the surrogate woman, her husband is not aware fully, but I'm sure when he finds out, he also will be heartbroken. So it's like a web of lies between four people. Not four people, because the best friend, she wasn't lying. She loved the husband, I believe. They wanted a child. Her best friend volunteered to be a surrogate for her, and they had the child. So I don't think she was lying about anything. It's just her best friend, her husband are the two liars in this whole web, and I don't know, just crazy. It's crazy the things that human beings do to one another. I think at this point the world should just come to an end. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let the world just come to an end, so we all can rest. Because what? The level of crazy? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Anyway, that is it on Daring and Unfiltered today. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Hate me, love me, but remember to subscribe to this channel, and I'll be seeing you in my next video. Until then, be good. Don't sleep with your best friend's husband. Don't sleep with your wife's best friend. Don't sleep with your husband's best friend. Don't. Yeah? Thank you for watching. Bye for now.